First of all, a lot of people think incorrectly that bourbon has to be made in Kentucky, and that's actually not true. It was originally made in Bourbon County, Kentucky, so the story goes, but it can be made anywhere in the United States as long as it follows certain fairly strict criteria for how it's made. In order for a whiskey to be called bourbon, it has to be made from at least 51% corn. And that's why bourbon has this kind of nice sweet taste to it, which is really nice. It kind of makes it a little bit more mellow, a little bit less like harsh than drinking scotch. Another thing that makes bourbon bourbon is that it has to be aged in white oak barrels that have never been used before. And that seems kind of weird, like why would you use a barrel twice? Well, actually, scotch and a lot of other whiskeys are aged in barrels that have been used for other things, and depending on what you have aged in a barrel in the past, it makes whatever you age in it subsequently taste differently. So bourbon is just white oak barrels that are charred with a big, blowtorch or whatever, so that it's all burned on the inside, and then you put your distilled spirit in there. No additives or coloring can be added at all. So all the color that you see in a bourbon, that nice rich brown color, is all because of the burnt wood from the inside of the barrel. And it's really cool if you ever have a little Maker's Mark or some other kind of bourbon, just pour a little bit in your hand and rub your hands together and smell your hands, and it smells just like wood smoke or like, a campfire. It's really cool. Another thing that makes bourbon bourbon is that it has to be aged a minimum of 2 years in the oak barrels. So, there's different aged whiskeys from around the world. Some of them are aged for a really long time, some of them are aged for not very long at all. Bourbon, usually a little over 2 years. And it just gets that nice kind of mellow, not too strong, but pretty strong flavor that bourbon is known for.